and welcome to my YouTube channel about data, leadership, innovation, and new work. Today I want to talk with you about the 3 signs you should invest to define roles. So please stay to the end because the last one was the most important one for me that I learned, okay, when this is happening, I definitely should go with my direct and define the role. So the first one actually is issues in collaboration. So there are tasks that maybe no one is doing, no one is raising their hand, want to do it, or you have some double work. This means something is not clear defined in the role. Something is not really working well. You are not sure, should you do it? Should you not do it? So that's definitely a sign why you should invest in role clarification. Another one actually is issues that you haven't talked about the vision yet. So have you already shared with your directs in which direction you want to develop the team or the department and how you are seeing things actually? What's your opinion about certain items so that you can give security on what is coming up? If not, then it's definitely time to do that. Coming to the third point, you haven't clarified responsibilities. You just said, okay, I hired you at this role and you just need to do your stuff. You know better. Yeah, sure, the person for sure is an expert on what they need to do if they're not junior or just started their career. But still, it's important to make them understand what are their responsibilities actually? What is it that they should take care of? And maybe what is it that they shouldn't take care of? So if you haven't talked about it in detail yet, definitely you should. And now coming to the last point, before I give you some tips on why actually this is important. And this was mind-blowing to me, and even though it's so obvious and easy, and this is basically if you haven't set any goals. Because if you haven't set any goals, you have no directions, you have nothing measurable. And when at the end of the period, in your yearly review interviews with your directs, they're coming to you and you're talking about, okay, have you been successful or not? If you haven't set any goals, how are you able even to judge if they have been successful or not? How can you even support them in their career if you haven't done it? But don't feel bad. Everyone can forget that. It's so obvious that it's so easy to forget about it, right? So no worries, it's still time. If you haven't done it yet, then go and talk about goals. But why is all of that actually important? So I also experienced this situation actually, so I can just talk from myself, that it's feeling really bad. It's like you're in the middle of a cloud and you don't know really where to go and what to do. You just do stuff, but you don't really know is it what I should do or not? Am I going too far or not? So you're really insecure and uncertain, and it's putting you in a stressful situation where you just think help. Please help me get out of here. But the good thing is, it doesn't matter if you are a leader or employee, you can get help and you can help yourself actually. But to let you explain that, let me shortly explain why is it actually important to give this kind of guidance and role clarification. So imagine you have a direct or you are working in a specific area. So one thing that you need to know is what is your responsibility. So this is setting basically the main frame. And when you have this, you know, okay, this is exactly what I need to take over, what people are expecting from me somehow to do, or what I should do in my daily work. But you also set a direction. So this is the goal that you're setting, and you say, okay, you should go in that direction, or you can ask what is my goal? What should I achieve to be successful? And this makes sure that you're also aligned with the company goals, with the overarching goals, and also ideally, in the best case, the direction should show you also the extended frame, which is your development area actually, because ideally you would develop, right? So you would extend your responsibility areas. And when you have this defined, then you can feel very well because you know, okay, this is my comfort zone, or the area that I can make my comfort zone. This is where I'm getting a bit out of it, but it still feel good because this is like how it's intended to be done, right? Like you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to have some challenge to be in the state of flow. So yeah, when you talk about roles, when you talk about goals, when you talk about responsibility, when you talk about how to collaborate, you exactly get that. And the beauty is, if you follow that pattern with all of your team members or with all the colleagues that are doing that, then you have a pretty nice aligned team that is collaborating well because everyone knows what they should do, in which direction they should head to, and everyone also knows how they can develop so that they can be very happy and satisfied. And that's already it for today. I hope that was helpful for you. If you like it, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more of this kind of content, also don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell button. See you soon in the next video.